Good morning students. Today we discuss about the 12th day accountancy morning video. In this video we continue the same chapter, that is accounts from incomplete records. So in this chapter we discuss about how to find out the credit sales, credit purchase, bills receivable, bills payable, balances of opening and closing. In the previous classes we discussed about total debtors account and bills receivable account. So in this video we discuss one more problem, that is illustration 13. In this illustration 13 they are asking to find out the total sales. From the following particulars, calculate total sales. The information are opening debtors is given, bills receivable is also opening balance is given, cash received from debtors, cash received for bills receivable dishonor, sales returns, bills receivable on 31st, that is closing bills receivable balance, and debtors on 31st March, closing balance of standard debtors, and then cash sales. So from this information they are asking to find out the total sales. The formula for finding out the total sales is cash sales plus credit sales. So in this problem cash sales is already given, but there is no credit sales. So in order to find out the credit sales you should prepare total debtors account. But in this problem bills receivable details is also given, opening bills receivable, closing bills receivable, bills received, cash received during the year for bills receivable dishonor. Out 4 information are given for bills receivable. So you should prepare 2 account in order to find out a credit sales. First bills receivable account and then total debtors account. So as per the format in the previous class we discussed, that is total debtors account format, bills receivable account format, and also we discussed as example sum for total debtors account and bills receivable account. In this example sum we should prepare both the accounts, bills receivable account, bills payable account. In the case of bills receivable account we should open both the page, that is left side is assumed as debit side, right side is assumed as credit side. Make the necessary column particulars, amount, credit side also particular amount. So in this ledger you should take all bills transactions from the problem. So in this problem the opening bills receivable is, the amount is 40,000. So first you should write this amount in the bills receivable account to balance brought down 40,000, and then cash received for bills receivable, the amount is 90,000, by cash 90,000, and then bills receivable dishonor, the amount is 10,000. So that is by debtors within bracket bills receivable dishonor 10,000. As per the format it should be credited. And then closing balance of the bills receivable, that is the amount is 30,000. So that should be written in the credit side by balance CD 30,000. As per the format closing bills receivable amount should be credited in bills receivable accounts. So after writing all the bills transaction in the bills receivable account you should balance the bills receivable account. How to balance means, first you should find out the debit total. The debit total is only 40,000, that is only one transaction is there. In the credit side 3 transactions is there, the total amount is 1,30,000. Okay, so find the highest amount, 1,30,000 is the highest amount. Write that highest amount both the side of bills receivable account in the same line, debit side as well as credit side. Write the highest total 1,30,000. From 1,30,000 you should subtract 40,000, the balance is 90,000. So it is bills received during the year, not cash received, bills received during the year. So write to debtors account. Because of you should, whatever the bills receivable account is also one of the customer account, credit customer account. So whatever the balance arise in the bills receivable during the year, that should be transferred to debtors account. So within bracket write bills receivable received to debtors account balancing figure. So by preparing total debtors account, make necessary column both side, debit side and credit side. After preparing the column and the heading from the problem, take all the debtors transaction. The opening debtors is debtors 1st April 2017. The amount is 1,50,000. Write the amount in the debit side. To balance brought down 1,50,000. And then cash received from debtor, the amount is 1,90,000. 3,90,000. Write the amount in the credit side as per the specimen. By cash 3,90,000. And then sales returns, the amount is 40,000. So that amount should be written here. Credit side by sales returns as per the specimen. Sales returns should be credited in debtors account. And then debtors closing, the closing balance of debtors is 1,30,000. Right, by balance CD 1,30,000 as per the specimen. And then from the bills receivable account, debit side one debtor balance is there, credit side one debtors amount is there. So debit side debtors 90,000 bills receivable during the year, that should be credited in the debtors account as per the specimen. By debtors by bills receivable account 90,000. And in the bills receivable account, credit side by bills that is by debtors bills receivable dishonor as per the specimen, it should be taken to debit side of debtors account. To bills receivable within bracket let dishonor amount is 10,000. So first after preparing the heading and necessary column of debtors account, take all the debtors transaction from the given sum, write that amount in as per the specimen, debit and credit. And then from the bills receivable account, take the two debtors, debit side to debtors and credit side debtors. Debit side debtors should be transferred to credit side of total debtors account. Credit side debtors from bills receivable account should be transferred to debit side of total debtors account. To bills receivable, here by bills receivable write the amount. And then after writing all the necessary amount, again you should balance the bills receivable account, the total debtors account. First add the debit total, that is from the debit side the amount is 1,90,000 and 10, 2 lakh, but in the credit side 1,90,000, then 40, then 90 and 1,30,000. While adding all the four amounts, the total amount is 6,50,000. So it is the highest amount, but debit side 1,60,000 only the total amount, 1,50,000 and 10, 1,60,000. The highest amount is 6,50,000. Write the amount in both the side of total debtors account, 6,50,000 and 6,50,000. So from 6,50,000 total amount subtract 1,60,000. The net amount is 4,90,000. So that 4,90,000 is called as a credit sales. To sales within bracket balancing figure, that is credit sales. This amount is credit sales. Okay, so first add the debit total, only two transactions that debit side. Add the credit total, four amount is there. The highest amount is 6,50,000. Write that highest amount on both the side of the debtors account. From the highest amount subtract the least amount, the balance is 4,90,000. That 4,90,000 is called as a credit sales within bracket balance figure. So in the problem given, both debtors transaction and bills receivable transaction are given. So take all these transaction, prepare two ledger. First bills receivable account, write all the bills transaction in that account, balance it, find the balance amount, and then prepare total debtors account, write all the debtors transaction from the sum to the ledger. And after writing all the transaction from the sum, you should take two amount from the bills receivable account, that should be opposite side record. After writing all the transaction, balance the ledger credit sales will arise. In the problem they are asking total sales. So for finding the total sales, the formula is total sales is equal to cash sales plus credit sales. Cash sales plus credit sales. Cash sales is already given in the sum itself. The amount is 2 lakh. Take that amount 2 lakh. Credit sales is we already arise the credit sales from the debtors account. The amount is 4 lakh 90. Write that amount 4 lakh 90. While adding 2 lakh and 4 lakh 90, the total amount is 6 lakh 90,000. This 6 lakh 90,000 is called as total sales. So for finding the total sales, you should remember the formula is cash sales plus credit sales. So cash sales is taken from sum. It is already given in the sum itself. Credit sales from the debtors account, you should take it. The credit sales value is 4 lakh 90. While adding these two amount, the total sales will arise. So in the examination point of view, if they are asking like this sum means, go through the sum. If both the transactions are given, that is bills receivable transaction and debtors transaction, you should prepare two ledger, bills receivable account and total debtors account. In bills receivable account, all the bills transfer should be recorded as per the specimen. In debtors account, as per the format, you should write all the debtors transaction, and first you should balance the bills receivable account. In that account, the balance will arise, and take two debtors amount in the bills receivable account, record it in the opposite side, and then you should balance the debtors account. The credit sales will arise. So after finding out this, you should write the formula total sales, then substitute the amount, find the total sales. So with that we should find out total sales having two ledgers. So go through these examples once again, learn the concept, learn the specimen, prepare yourself, work out it the same sum in your accounts classwork notebook, and also you should complete the assignment. At the end of the second video, I gave the assignment for working out the sum in your assignment notebook. Okay, thank you.